So yeah, I was gonna do some work on one of my vehicles. As you can see, I am back in Mississippi as well, but unfortunately Mother Nature gave me the middle finger and decided to rain, so I will not be working on the S10, and I changed the oil in the BMW. So today I'm gonna bring you some more engine swaps since it's raining. And I hope hope you don't get mad that I'm putting out two videos, similar in a row. But I appreciate y'all for viewing that one. It has probably been my best 3 days of a video releasing, so I appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get into it. You are not seeing things. That is two engines, and both engines have a turbo on them. That has got to be, you could pull the freaking earth around with that kind of power. I mean, that's twin Cummins right there. I mean, totally, you could stop the earth. Just all you gotta do is just hook onto it and start driving the opposite direction, and the earth will just start spinning in whatever direction your tires are going. I mean, to be honest with you. So that thing is pretty dang amazing, though. I gotta say, that's pretty freaking awesome. Let's see what other photos he has here. I mean, I was thinking maybe it might possibly be some Photoshop, but that is not Photoshop in any way, shape, or form. Alright, so we have a twin turbo 26B rotary swapped Nissan S15. I mean, that looks like a lot going on right there. But it looks so nice. I mean, he didn't even try to put the hood on it. I mean, why would you? You have all of this piping sticking out over here, and then you have your air filter and everything sticking out over here. I mean, this is amazing. That my words ain't coming out right. Okay, I was hoping they were going to show a close-up of these tips. I wasn't sure what was going on there, and that is some nice tips coming out of right here. I guess it's like jet exhaust right there, which would make sense because I bet it shoots some flames. I almost guarantee that it does that. And man, I mean, this thing is freaking awesome. Oh man, I'm like these. I can't wait to hear this one. I wish there was. I need to find a video on how this sounds. So if you don't see a video, I couldn't find it. I mean, damn. That's pretty nice. I mean, it looks like it's a 4.2 liter Audi V8 into a VW Caddy. That's pretty damn awesome right there. I think that is actually the coolest one of the entire video, my opinion, obviously. Because that is just, I mean, that is awesome as shit. An Audi 4.2 V8. Oh man, I wonder how that thing like just rides down a track, how fast it is, because that truck's light. I mean, it is probably lighter than the Audi V8 or the Audi that RS8 that it came with, or that it came in. So oh man, that's cool. But like I said, we're not gonna spend too much time on it, so we gotta move on. But let's take a look at the rest of these photos real quick. Okay, I like that exhaust setup. Oh man, the thing looks okay. So it has a different exhaust setup here. I like the other one right here. I like this one better. Maybe that's the one that he has now, and this one, the other one right here, was just an old one right here. So that's cool. It's cool shit. Like I said, gotta move on. All right, so got us a Land Cruiser with a BMW M70 V12 in it, and I mean, that's pretty freaking badass right there. It's not gonna be going off-road anytime soon, I don't think, but dang, it looks so good in there. I didn't know that it had twin throttle bodies. That's pretty cool. I mean, I guess it is a V12, so but you look at the outside right here, and it's got these, they added these little fenders right here to prevent any of the what comes off the wheel damaging it when they do drive it. I imagine it doesn't get driven very often though. So let's take a look at these photos. Oh wow, I didn't notice that when the hood was closed, it's still sticking out like that. That's an interesting build, I gotta say. I mean, I'm not sure how I feel about it, but it's definitely interesting. So we're gonna move on. Okay, so we have what looks to be a Ford Focus with a Coyote 5.0 in there, and that's pretty dang awesome. I mean, that has got the car is light, right? And then you go and throw this high horsepower motor in there, even if it's just completely stock. That is still going to be way more torque and horsepower than the motor that was in there. I mean, that has got to be awesome right there to just drive around. I bet it doesn't have that much traction though, to be honest. I wouldn't take it to the track or anything. Let's see what we got. I'm not a big fan of the paint scheme, but it's not mine. So, yeah. And then when you get on the inside, it's all business. All business. I like that interior. I mean, you have to fully build the tunnel once you go rear wheel drive in a front wheel drive car. So, yeah. I mean, some of these I don't get. It's like so stupid. Just buy the damn Mustang and boost it for cheaper. I mean, yeah, but this is still pretty dang cool, though. I mean, not too many people do this, and maybe that's what he was going for, and he definitely succeeded. Okay, so we have an insane go-kart right here. I mean, that's the only definition I have for it. Because, I mean, this thing is super light, and then you went and you turboed it with I'm not sure. Okay, so 4G63 swapped, and it's turboed in this tiny little thing here. That thing has got, I'm not sure if it would be fun to drive or just absolutely terrifying, to be honest with you. I mean, I see that they upgraded the brakes and everything, which is you're going to need. You're going to definitely need that. And they have widened it, so I would love to drive it, though. I mean, I don't care if I'd be terrified or not. I would drive the shit out of it, though, even if I was. But let's see what these other photos. Wow. That is crazy. I guess, yep, there's the radiator. That's what that is. Yep. Okay. Okay. Well, that's the only photos it's got, and I mean, they crammed that thing in there, I gotta say. But we gotta move on, though. Gotta move on. Okay, so if you remember in my other video, I had what was it, a Supra, I believe it was, that was basically Tesla swapped. So right here, we have somebody that took an S2000 and did the exact same thing. This car is much lighter than that Supra, so I bet this one is fast as shit. Because you gotta think, that is instant torque. And these little cars like this right here, I mean, they're already super light. Oh man, I would like to know. It says right here, can anyone guess the quarter mile time? Man, I'd have to say it's in the 8s, honestly, just based on how quick it is. I wonder if it says. Nah, I gotta know. It doesn't really give us an option to scroll down, so I'm gonna say no. Nobody made any guesses, so yeah, I'm gonna say my guess would be in the 9s, maybe 8s. Honestly, I wish there were more pictures of it, but that's just really dang cool. Moving on, though. Okay, so we have looks like the 3.9 Cummins swapped into a Mazda Miata. And, I mean, these engines are very, very torquey engines. And then you just threw it in this tiny little bitty car. I feel like the torque alone could just, like, twist this car up into a can. You know, like into a crinkled up can. But, man, I would like to know what it does in, like, the quarter mile or something like that. I bet it does a mean burnout, because the torque with this thing, these tires right here they're not gonna stop it from turning. I mean, does it, man, I just don't see any options to, I'm an old fogey. But, yeah, so let's check out these photos. Yeah. Okay, so I mean, his radiator's back here, obviously, because I mean, he ain't putting it up front, and he's done a bit of a wide body kit here, I guess to get a little bit more traction, probably a stronger diff in the back, something that's actually going to hold up to the massive torque from this diesel up here, I'm assuming. That's all the photos it has, so you don't really get anything else. I'd like to know what this is. I can't really tell what this is right here. I'm, yeah, just I don't know what that is. So maybe that somehow that's the I don't have no idea. Because I'm trying to figure out. No, there's a transmission and everything up in there. They made that bigger. So yeah, I don't know what that is. All right, so we have us another Viper swap Jeep, and they put it in the J10, and I think it fits perfect with it. I would absolutely take this thing out. No questions asked. This thing looks mean. Let's take a look at these photos. I mean, you can see that there's a nice little V10 or the V10 Viper motor sitting right there. Beautiful truck right here. Let's see here. I mean, still looks beautiful. Every bit of it looks freaking awesome. I always love the way these Jeep J10s look. It's just you don't see enough of them. I mean, they're kind of rare also. So, you know, the purist ain't gonna like this right here. But I mean, I don't care. That looks good. But moving on. You know, trying to keep short. Oh man, we have us. Well, here in the United States would be an Isuzu Rodeo. This one is a Holden, I'm assuming, in Australia, and they put a 6-liter L98 in the middle of it, so it is mid-engined. So it is mid-engine LS swapped, and it just looks freaking amazing. I mean, that is so awesome. I guess this is. What rear end this is? Is this a Corvette rear end or what? I'm not sure what rear end this is, but they say it's also center driven. As you can see, the guy is right here in the center. So let's take a look at the rest of these photos real quick. Man, this thing looks so mean. I would love to take this thing around the track. Oh man, I wonder how fast it is, because it looks like it grips really well. I mean, it's nice and low to the ground. Man, that is awesome. But like I said, we gotta move on though.